Keenen, how do you sum up today's game?
Mixed emotions. I thought it was absolutely tremendous. I think we've dominated the game from start to finish. Just little mistakes. But I think they're top for a reason. But I feel like we made them look very average at times as well. Just playing long balls. And I think we dominated the game. So.
You mentioned the mistake. Is that something, if we're going to be challenging for the playoffs, maybe even possibly first, but we've got to cut out?
I think, listen, we had a good meeting after the Redditch game, and we said, you know what, forget talking about playoffs. Let's just go and play. We've got this far for a reason. Do you know what I mean? So let's just take each game and play with that freedom. And I thought today, you saw that. I thought the performance was absolutely superb. And I just said to the boys in there. You now know the level of why they're top. But for me, you've got to take so much more confidence from that because the performance is fantastic. And like Deeks said last week, we're a young group. Do you know what I mean? So we're only going to get better and better. So no.
Were you pleased with the response and the second half to go down 2-0 at half time?
Yeah. I thought even the first half, mate, I thought it was very, very good. I thought we dominated the game. You can hear them bickering between themselves. We've given away 2 soft goals really. I thought obviously the first one might be a free kick on Tilty before they get the throw in. And then the second one, Josh knows obviously, he needs to do better there and focus, but he was tremendous today. So yeah.
It's nice now not to miss the penalty
Yeah. It was nice to have 2 very good penalties. It's just a shame obviously after the next 5 minutes that he's not controlled the game better, because the moment he starts going from end to end is when obviously it favours them because their style of play, they're a direct team, it works for them. And you saw obviously why they win games, because they're a big direct team and they score from that, they play to their strengths.
Do you think we switched off for the third goal?
Yeah, I think obviously one thing we said is to minimise the fouls we give because that's one of their strengths. So maybe obviously we'll look at that and see if we can do better in that. And then obviously we spoke about it, we're not going to win the first one, the second ball's really important, so I think they've had 3 at the back post to tap it in. So yeah, it's a learning curve for the boys, playing against a team that's big and direct.
Did you say October for you has been your toughest month for management?
Yeah, 100%. I think you have so much to deal with. Obviously the fans don't see that part. You have COVID, you have injuries. When you think you should be getting points, you drop points. But I think that's the league, isn't it? And again, we're like we keep saying, we're a young team and we're learning. And after the Redditch game, we have to address ourselves as a management team first to see what are we doing, why are we not quite hitting forward. So yeah.
Going forward, what are your thoughts about going to November and the first game in November against AFC Russian Diamonds? Yeah,
tough game, tough opposition, got some good quality. And that's going to be another hard game, probably a different game to today. But we've got a tough November coming up. But all we can do is approach each game like we did today and play with that freedom and stick to our principles of play.